Alright, let's see a different mage. Let's see what they got for us. Alchemist, already better and more fun than our last deck. A bit better and a bit more fun. Love, wow, we got only mage spells. Oops, all mage spells. Yeah, we have 5 cards in this deck that are better than every card in the last deck. 6 cards. Redraw the map with the long tendril, splitting Georgia in half. And reach out and grab Tallahassee. Yes, tendrils are good. What the fuck? Not a broken mage card. This is a crying shame. Let's grab that guy. Cheap elemental guy is cool. The 1 is good. The 10 is okay. Kind of like grabbing a basilisk here. I don't know. Feels like we got a couple of good ones already. I don't want to run out of steam. I think this dragon's a lot better than the one that gives coins, but I will admit I think they both suck. But what are you gonna do? Let's grab a 2 here. I think Brew's okay. I think I'd rather have a 2. Stranger's good. Scorpion's good. Let's grab a Stranger. Haven't really been in love with Phoenix. I think I'll just take a Dragon Maw Skystalker. I like that card. Another Shard. I don't want Golem. Shooting Star is okay, but I think I'd rather just have a Shard. Creepy Painting. Dinner Performer. Yeah. Dinner Performer here is pretty cool. It's pretty insane here. It's okay. This is a pretty big hit too. It's actually a pretty good Dinner Performer deck outside of those. I'm gonna take the Painting, but I think that's actually close. Take the Ellie card. We could take the Razor Jaw as a removal spell. You know, we've got the Deathborn. Let's nab this Elemental. Maybe he's actually good in our deck. Love Conjurer. Take a Bog Beast over Crap. The Meteor. Our first Meteor we've got to draft. I think Replicato's okay. Kind of an underrated card, but let's take a one of these things. We have 1 dragon. 2 dragons. Huh. Take that. What about the egg? Yeah, I guess we got the Deathborn. Let's run a Corruptor. Maybe we pick up a 3rd dragon. Sin Runner. Scribe's probably the pick, but let's take this Squawking Bird. A Meteor and a Deathborn. I have a Magic Trick. Fireball. I think this card's probably going to draw a Deathborn a lot. I hope. Wow. I love Deep Freeze. Imprison Observer's better than Deep Freeze. They're both great, though. Let's take Tempest because it's fun. Let's take the Cyclone because Redbeard thinks the Cyclone is more fun than it is. I love that card. Duster's the pick. Conjurer could be the pick. Let's take a Stranger. Blizzard or a Yeti? Honestly, Yeti's probably pretty good here, but let's take a Blizzard. Oh, Pyrrha or Magic Trick? Sure, they're both good. Finally, the shitter too. Yeah, okay, this deck looks cool. Alright, let's pay out the last bet. 1% of people at 80 to 1 odds bet on 0 to 3. Let's start a new bet here. Take this bad boy home to 12 and then ride off into the sunset. Cyclone is fun on paper, but you always get 1 spell. You haven't watched enough Redbeard, Emoniaki.
You asked for it.
Look, I've ever seen a good Golem for you. What does that mean? Sinfield? I've had some quote-unquote good Sinfield Golems, but a good Sinfield Golem is still a card that dies to, like, you know, a 1-mana priest removal spell, so... The bird can be a dragon. What bird? What dragon?
A smidge of this, a pinch of that.
I'm gonna take Font, because he's gonna think I take Fireball, and I don't want him to get a Fireball. It's a good answer to my Observer. I will say, I want to reiterate, just for those of you that aren't super familiar with this card. I know some of you guys that have been here will hear me saying the same thing about it, but it has the 7th highest played win rate. Okay, it's gone down a little bit, actually. But its deck win rate, oh maybe it was its deck win rate. It's got the 7th highest deck win rate of any card in the meta for Mage. Wow, wowee. Oh, that's gonna be cool at some point. What card did I play? Oh, Font. I guess I might as well just kill this now.
Wrong ingredient.
when you play that card, you will win 60.6% of your games. The only cards that have a higher played win rate than this card in Mage, including legendaries, are Sylvanas, Ysera, Denathrius, Deathborn, Nightcloak Sanctum, and Talon Forging, which I would argue is probably not a proper representation, but maybe. But maybe. I only need to deal 3, which means I can go 2-2-1, or I can go 2 secret. Let's do that. I'll just clear this shitter. Yeah, you can kind of just play it whenever the fuck you please. Kind of bad to play this Cistern when we're gonna toast whatever hits the board, but he might play a small minion here. He might play a big minion to play around Observer. Maybe Talon is in there because of Sire. Well, it's not a bad card. A 5-mana 3/3 taunt draw a good card is a good thing, you know. You'll for sure do reasonably well. Hey, Mr. Nate, thank you so much, Mr. Anderson. Mr. Nate.
They're on to us.
We're actually gonna flop this in case he has a weapon. Unlikely, but the Talon's not a bad card. I just don't think it's on the same. I don't personally think it's in the same stratosphere as those other cards. And the meta's only a few days old still, even if it feels like we've been playing it forever already. Right, tick up the played win rate and the deck win rate of that card a bit. The Talon is much more dependent on what you're drawing and when. So not every deck is going to have the same level of success with a Talon. We would just be drawing up Sky Stalker, which is a good card, but I don't think it's a card that's going to single-handedly just like ice the game out. Should play that over Ysera on 9, I see. This just tracks, the data we're looking at just tracks any deck, any turn, any board state. So it kind of removes the, like the preconceived biases that, we sort of concoct. Like, oh, it's good when, you know, it's only good when your opponent has X 4 2s on the board. It's like, no. This is its win rate against every card, every situation. This is how it performs. It is the 7th most likely card to be drafted and result in a win for you.
Hello.
That's it. How you play it, what else is in your deck, what's in your opponent's deck, who knows. Some of that's up for debate, you know.
I will crush your delusions of grandeur.
I like winning. If you like winning, you'll like this. Did I put a bet for this? We should have bet on Solarians. How many Solarian primes will we cast?
Someone called.
I wish we could do 2 bets. One on wins and one on like memes. That'd be fun. We have 2 bets going for like every drafty poo.
Enough of this.
Man, I love this track. When I was living with my brother, I showed him Toxic Avenger. I was going crazy about the Toxic Avenger for a while. Like, oh, check this out. My brother likes these kind of synthy stuff. He kind of just listens to whatever, but sometimes he and I were talking about, you know, Astral Throb mixes or Odysseus, or there's someone else on YouTube that kind of puts out stuff like this. And I was like, oh, you gotta check out the Toxic Avenger. It's like incredible. And I played him this track because I think this was like one of the most popular ones. And like, he was just like, oh yeah, it's just okay. Or he's like, yeah, not really. I was like, you gotta check out. We were driving in his car though. I was like, oh, let me put on another one. He's like, no, we won't be. He said something like, we won't be listening to any more. We won't be listening to any more Toxic Avenger. And then put something else on, probably something okay. I was like, I think he really hated the Toxic Avenger. We should keep track of how cards played and opponents concede to turn after. I think there's a lot more data if you pay for Hearthstone Deck Tracker Premium or whatever. Premium, dude. He is wise. He knows who he is. My brother is a very interesting guy. I'm gonna take that, it's more fun. My brother and I are very different. And it's funny. Who I was talking to. I was talking to somebody. Maybe my sister. My sister and I are very different as well, but she and I talk more. And I don't have, you know, my brother. We don't have any beef or anything. But he's very reserved. He's very quiet, and he really like just kind of keeps to himself like all the time. He likes to play Magic. He has his cat. He goes to his job, you know, 9 to 5. You know, I'm not sure if my brother's ever. I think he's like. I remember him dating like a young lady once when we were in like high school. But I don't know if he's like ever dated anybody after that. I don't really know. We don't ever talk about it. It's weird. How many siblings? I got an older brother and a younger sister. And I got, you know, I'm not like, oh man, it's like bad or he's like weird or I just mean it's just strange. It's just maybe he's just so different than me. Not that I have to be dating people or like I'm a huge social butterfly, but I've always kind of like felt like I needed that sort of to feel like the center of attention when you put me in that position. It's like if somebody forces me out, then I have to perform, you know. But you know, I'd be okay to just like kind of sit around doing nothing myself sometimes. Can't kill that, huh? You know what? I'm just gonna play this. We're gonna sit for a while. A middle child? Yeah, I'm a middle child. And any like, I don't know, man. Everybody kind of grows up and there's good and bad aspects to wherever you fall. I think the middle child's the worst, man. I really do. I think the middle child is, personally, I think it's the toughest in a household of 3. So I think that the oldest is probably kind of tough too, because my brother, I think, definitely had sort of that, like my parents pushed him to be successful. They really like, I think, you know, it was earlier, they were younger, they're earlier in their marriage and whatnot, and as an adult now, you kind of see, like, he was expected to do well, and he was, you know, he was a harder worker, he has more responsibilities. He might tell you that aspect of it kind of stinks. But it might be bamboozle. Cheat death. I don't know what that is. Blizzard's okay. Just gonna take that. I play this too? Sure. But man, like, I had an older brother who you have to get compared to when your parents are more interested and invested in, like, you know, holding you accountable. Had a younger sister, so like I got all my brother's old shit. I always had to wear his, like, he was bigger than me. I always had to wear his like baggy clothes. I had to play with his broken toys, which is fine. I mean, I don't really care, but you know, come on. My sister was like, she could never get in trouble for anything. Like, parents probably already checked out by then and like, oh man, fuck this. But she would, you know, like anytime like an argument, it's like, oh, your little sister, like, oh, okay, well, you're in trouble. Sister didn't do anything. Oh man, that doesn't seem fair. Middle is always striving to stand out, since someone else came before them, but someone else is after them as well. Yeah, I feel like I fit the middle child stereotypes. Whatever they may be, I'm not even sure what they are, but I feel like whatever they are, I probably fit them. This is gonna be great at some point. When I get my Deathborn, he's gonna be awesome, trust me. I don't know what these things are. I don't want to give him nothing. You're the most successful of your siblings? I mean, success is relative, it's subjective, right? I don't know. I don't really look at it that way. I personally just want my brother and my sister to be happy, and I want to be happy too. I think that's a better indicator of success than financially or any other aspects of life. And anyway, that's kind of where I was going with this. It's like like I would feel kind of bad for my brother sometimes, but it's like at the end of the day, he's living the life he wants to live. If he wants to like go out and date somebody, then he can. If he doesn't, then he doesn't have to or whatever. And you know, there ain't nothing wrong with that, right? So when I talk about him kind of living more of a secluded lifestyle for most of his life, I think, oh, I wouldn't really enjoy that, but maybe he does. Are you the happiest of all your siblings? I don't know. I hope not. I hope that they're happier than me, and that I'm happy. It's hard to tell sometimes, but I would rather be happy and them be ecstatic, you know? If you aren't winning, go buy a gallon of ice cream and see if that changes things. Rate their overall life happiness on a scale of 1 to 10 so you can know if they're winning or not. My sister and her boyfriend of like 15 years have recently, within the last couple of months, stopped dating. But honestly, I'd call that a win for her because he was kind of a turd, no offense. I mean, full offense, maybe. But she might not feel like she's winning right now. I think personally, in the long term, she is winning. I love Kel'Thuzad. Hey everybody, if you copy Sire with Zola, you get a fully infused copy, or a blank one, you get a fully infused one. Same infused level that the one you played was. It'd be like, you think if you're happy versus they think if they're happy. So you just think differently. I don't know what the hell you just wrote. Thanks for writing in my chat. Thanks, man. This red man has an alt art Zard fighting a Venusaur, so he's gotta be mad happy.
Well played.
Look, whenever we talk about my happiness, it's a complicated question for anyone probably, right? But I'm happier in my professional life than I've ever been. Ever. At least if you take the block that I've been streaming. I've enjoyed this more than anything I've ever done professionally. And at this point, I'm able to do that and not worry about paying next month's rent. And that in and of itself is wonderful. In terms of like a personal, romantic, and platonic friendship sense, I think I can work on that still. I was dating somebody, it didn't work out, and now I'm not dating anybody. And my friends live over 1,000 miles away. So, you know, it's a work in progress. But I think life is about perspective a lot of the time. And I was in a much worse spot much of my life in both aspects, even when I was dating somebody. So I would say, while I wouldn't want to pass away today, I would say I feel very successful right now. Being able to acknowledge that you don't have to be dating somebody to find happiness, and, you know, being happy in your professional life, I think those are pretty big wins. Certainly do. Conjurers is so good, I'm gonna take it.
Where you followed?
I'm gonna run a Reckoning because it's cheap. 40 years from now, Red is gonna sit in front of his computer talking to no one. His brother's gonna visit and be like, man, who are you talking to? Well, won't I still be streaming in front of you guys in 40 years? One can only hope. Could ping that, play the 3. Hello, Redbeard in chat. It's nice to come online to those words. Redbeard, happy to hear that for you, my friend. Hey, thanks, Fraggy. My dear, dear old friend, Frag Slap.
Where you followed?
For the roast, my lord.
What did he say? Whoopsie. Recently broke up with my girlfriend. I've never been happier in my life. That's great news. The second part mostly, but you know, it's all pretty good, right?
I just want some peace and quiet.
I can't do everything I want. I can do some of what I want. I would have been ecstatic with this turn if I could have pinged him, but what are you gonna do? Alright, Frag Slap, how's the house coming? Are you guys, weren't you saying something? You were doing remodeling, right? Is the remodeling done? You said you had a sink coming.
Mushroom
You guys dead. We have a lot of damage. Whoopsies. Why is that why's that brand so big? Send Brand back to the Stone Age. He argues that being satisfied, being happy is not a goal of evolution. Because when we are happy, we stop trying and our genes want us to improve all the time. Alright, I need to improve. I need another YouTube subscriber or Twitch follower. I need another one of those. Remodeling might start again soon. Baby number 3 needs a room. Wait, you're having a third baby, Fragslat? What do you have? The golden penis of... Why? How are you making so many babies? That's incredible. Congratulations. Might I suggest the name Redbeard for the child?
Jaina versus Liadrin.
My blade burns with holy fire. You
I have a
asked
1.
for it.
I have a 2. And I have a 3. Is this worth keeping? If he coins out a 1/1 and it eats his coin, honestly, I'd consider that delightful. I have many girlfriends who are also girlfriends with each other. Graham, you've been watching too much Demon Slayer, but hey, you know what? I ain't gonna lie, I gave it a thought. Let me think about it. Yeah, why not? Graham, I thought you were laughing and then you scared me. You sent me a ghoul. Oh no, I'm gonna have a hard time fulfilling my monthly streaming obligations this month. To Team Liquid, I just realized. Taking off. Whoa. Should probably like fall asleep on the computer and just leave the stream running. You guys can barely handle 1 woman. What do you need with 3? Well, they would handle each other sometimes while I watched. And then I might be able to join in. And I will say this. Wait, that's all I have to say. Big brain. And you got handle meant, you know, make sex with, right? That's all I gotta say about that. Stream from TwitchCon.
You followed.
Can you teach me how? Can you do a mobile stream? I think I saw Ninja do that once. Pretty sure I saw Ninja do that. Enough of this shit, dude. Do you have a phone? I do. Your appearance at TwitchCon does count towards your contractual obligations? I'm actually not sure. It's a good question. I'm not exactly sure what's what. Pretty good if it's explosive.
Enough of this.
Oh no, what if it's vengeful? I don't want to give him that. Huh. This guy's been known to do hotel streams. Yeah, but not on Twitch. That's on one of them sex websites. With that big mouth and that come hither stare. No, if I had attacked, he could attack and I wouldn't be able to zap. Couldn't zap him.
Melt away. Ash to ash.
Enough of this.
I just want some peace and
Which sex website I want to make sure I avoid it at all costs. You're
My
sick.
hand is full. Amazing.
Got him. Been together in one way or another for 12 years. I guess it can work for some people. Yeah, that's the thing, right? You just find things that work for you and yours. I don't think I could be in a couplage with multiple people. What if you know, what if they liked me better than the other person? That wouldn't be good. That'd be bad. Ripper gets frisky the later he streams. Someday a child named Redbeard will come looking for their namesake, seeking knowledge in the art of fart making. Well, the farts start in the butt, but sometimes they go around the front. touch me. I don't want to look at you because you sicken me. Oh god, I hit the wrong button. Well, okay, never mind. It's fine. I hate Buffet Biggin so much. I should be the only one playing good cards. Not gonna lie, I started thinking about it. My friends are amazing and I love them. The gentleman isn't gay or bi in the slightest, so it wouldn't work out. Did they proposition you? Or you're just thinking about joining someone else's relationship? Oh god, yeah, it could be a plan. Are you dating anybody? Yeah, them. Do they know? Not yet. Might not be the healthiest mindset, or, however, hear me out, it might be the healthiest mindset. I'm aware. I guess, to be fair, if you're watching Redbeard at 3 in the morning PST, 6 in the morning EST, or sometime in the middle of the afternoon in Europe, you probably ain't the healthiest mentality. Also, I really appreciate the positioning because the dragons look like they're looking at each other, and that's pretty cool. Ambush? Ambush is good. Ooh, but wait. What if I kill this? Oh, I can do that. Oh, let's just do that. I don't know what I'm pointing out, but which chat told me I wasn't going to get many spells. I think that's not entirely accurate. I hate this game on so many levels right now. Those spells, well, actually Deathborn's pretty good. And you know what? Wasting the turn on Deck of Wonders means maybe they'll, they can debate, they can put out the board and then I can do this, double trade those. He plays 4 2/2s here. It's pretty good, actually. Doesn't he have these in his hand, too? Maybe. I forgot what my secret was. They're pretty open-minded and wouldn't hold it against me. Pretty sure they wouldn't be interested. Oh, yeah, I mean... No, I wouldn't fault you for propositioning it. If that was something that you were interested in or you thought they might be interested in. I'm just kidding about that. I just mean more about, like... If they were like, hey, were you interested? And you could think about it. If I just saw like a guy and a gal, I'm like, hey, I want, or maybe 2 gals, I'm like, I'd like to be in a relationship with the 2 of them. Seems like a stretch. It seemed like a not super. Not. Oh no, I'm gonna blow up my own board. It's like not a super fruitful endeavor. But it doesn't have to be, because who cares? You're young. Oh, I draw it. It doesn't cast. Oh no, it does cast. I should have traded first too. I think I would have got one more. Let's pass them a note that says, would you be willing to bone me together? Check yes or no. Where's Chuckles? Is Chuckles lurking? Sometimes he's lurking. So this one goes out to Chuckles, who I was thinking of right before I got in the shower today. Unrelated to any sexual thoughts, but anyway. That episode of The Simpsons when Lisa's dating Nelson and she tells Milhouse to pass him a note and he opens it up. Someone likes you. And it just cuts. The next cut is just him being wheeled to an ambulance. It's like, I'm so sorry, Milhouse. He can't hear you. We had to pack his ears with gauze. It's very funny to me. I was gonna do this. I guess if it hit his face, I was more inclined. We're really at this point just playing around Deathwing. That's it. So we want to have the meteor for the Deathwing, and then we'll run a freezing trap for the Deathwing.
A smidge of this, a pinch of that.
You know what?
Time runs out on
The
me.
pyro. I haven't said anything. I'm moving in next, man. I don't want to feel awkward. I'll just hop on Tinder or whatever when I move and forget about it. Yeah, I probably would do that. Or if, like, you're closer with one of them, be like, hey, have you ever thought about, having sex with me?
I'm unstable.
And they'd be like, what? No. I'd be like, well, think about it and kick me out next month. Kick me out. Well, I mean, don't ask them to kick you out. They might, though.
was.
I wanted that Solarian. We did get 3 scrolls, so that's a pretty good deal. Millhouse waves. Oh, sorry. So he waves. Someone likes you. Yeah, then it cuts to Millhouse waving, and then it pans to him waving, then it cuts to him on that gurney, right?
Jane versus Hera.
Sorry, Dexter.
You asked for it.
Trying to make sure he doesn't do the Dexter thing and bail on me. For TwitchCon. Honestly, I have all these cool cards. I'd rather just see them. I don't want to see these stupid neutral shitters. I want Solarian Prime. I knew I got him because I saw this border while I was drawing. A dragon border. Cool. No, I hate Gennard. No, I hate him.
A smidge of this, a pinch of that.
Wow. It's like 50-50. Deathborn is the card that people will fear the most. It's like, if your opponent takes a Deathborn and then you get a Deathborn, then you actually kind of neutralize it quite well. Or you could just cheat.
Yes, that's the one.
Mind if I roll need?
Both are possibilities. Use the coin to play this, or just play this and it gets chopped. Then I play that. I'm gonna take a lot, but that's fine. Dexter's stream schedule confuses me. Well, it was non-existent for like a year. Now, I think what he's trying to do, and I'm not really sure if he does, what he's trying to do is the morning, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I actually don't know if he's been putting out more YouTube content. Dexter, I mean, I wish him nothing but the best. He's, you know, him and Dreads are, you know, my closest friends on Twitch. You know, he took a year, kind of 18 months, made a lot of money in some crypto Ponzi schemes, and then lost a lot of money. It's hard to kind of like go back to the grind of streaming, which is why I feel particularly apprehensive about ever falling off of that myself. But it's hard, and then things kind of ebb and flow. It's like you have good months and bad months, and if you're kind of spotty, your bad months are going to feel worse and your good months are going to feel better, and it's tough. But I think he's trying to do Monday, Wednesday. He told me he was going to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Like, you know, but he used to do, you know, Monday through Friday, and it was a grind, right? But he used to do Monday through Friday, you know, 6-7 hours a day, and then edit videos for 20 hours a week. He would spend all day Saturday and Sunday editing for YouTube himself, you know, back in the day, and he would edit during the week too. Wasn't it better to freeze at 2-2? No, we want to deny this thing from pushing 1 million face damage. We need to live. We need to mitigate damage right now. We went second. Just getting clocked repeatedly in the face with that 5-drop will be the death of us. But now we're sort of starting to turn the corner. So we can start putting pressure on him. He's got 12-1 with a Grumble Evolved Shaman. It's by far the most fun I've had in months. That's fun. I like Grumble, actually. But yeah, Dexter was on, I think, a little later today. I think, personally, and this is, you know, knowing streaming and Dexter, but without having specifically talked to Dexter about this, I think it's, when I take a day off, man, I want to keep taking days off. I'm drinking the day off Kool-Aid. So the more days you take off, the harder it is probably to come back. And he took like a year off. And if you have a nest egg of, you know, finances set aside, then you have the luxury of doing that. You get to really enjoy 6 months, a year of your life. You know, somebody like, you know, Forsen or Amaranth, I mean, they got enough money, they could be done forever. They could retire today with more money than they would have ever made working at Target and ride off into the sunset if they don't want to spend a lot of it on gratuitous expensive shit, right? It seems like it's very enticing to like just be like, I'm gonna just take this year off and burn through $10,000 or whatever, $20,000, and worry about coming back later, you know? Aren't you afraid of losing a lot of viewers if you take a lot of break? I'm terrified of it. I've taken off one day in the last 6 months and less than probably 3 weeks in 5 years. So yeah, I'm terrified of that. These are better for me. Yeah, not everybody has the same fears, and not everybody has the same, you know, financial situation. So people might have more money and more to fall back on. I've got nothing to fall back on other than my charm, my looks, my millions of dollars, and my legions of fans. That's it. Even big streamers don't take big breaks? No, they don't. But you can take a big break if you're Pokimane a lot easier than you can take a big break if you're Redbeard or if you're Big Baguette 69. Got your Pokemon cards. No, I don't want to sell them.
I got it.
I'm just gonna get absolutely farmed by this one. I guess I have to trade that. I can leave that up. It's gonna blow up my whole board though. Oh my god, this is such a disaster for us. Wish you could take a day off a week. I mean, I could. I just choose not to. I need help. 6.
I'll get 'em.
A really close game to losing. I prefer to stream. A lot of the time I take off, I wish I was streaming. Or like the days the internet cuts out or something and I get 3 or 4 or 5 hours in, I'm like, man, this is a missed opportunity. And it's maybe not the healthiest mindset or mentality to have when that's always your approach. But cool art on the Swamp King, you think so? I like dinosaurs. I don't want you to burn out. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you consider this iteration of Redbeard today burnt out, then we're already gone. But I mean, if this is what we are after every day for really coming up on 4.5, 5 years. April will be 5 years. Almost every day for 5 years. I don't feel burnt out most days. Some days. But I don't feel like I end the stream and I dread starting it up the next day. Or I don't feel like at 3 in the afternoon I'm sitting there like, man, I wish I could just take the night off. Because I can, and I just choose not to. You know what I mean? I like it. I like playing Hearthstone. I like chatting with people more than anything.
What a delicious.
And then I've talked about it too. But I kind of like the feeling that,
A smidge of
like,
this.
Twitch kind of feels like a game to me. Twitch feels like a game that I'm playing. Where you're trying to get more points, you're trying to grow your stream, you're trying to whatever, and you can look at like these like little achievements and milestones and goals and stuff as
That's the one.
kind of like leveling up or progressing in the game, like getting a YouTube started, having, you know, we have close to 5,000 subscribers on YouTube now. That's pretty sick. I never thought I'd have a YouTube with almost 5,000 subscribers. Those videos get 1,000, 2,000, some 3,000, 4,000 views. And you're like, yeah, I mean, if you watch videos that get 1 million views, you'd be like, oh, that sucks. If you're me and RefuGeek's helping you out with it, I'm like, wow, that's incredible, you know? It's about perspective a lot of the time. Which does that on purpose so they make money. Wait, they do what? Which part? That's making nice money off of Twitch. You have a very active chat. It's more easier to be motivated to stream. I disagree. People find motivation in whatever they want. Honestly, I found more motivation to stream when I had no alternative. I had no other option other than to try to make a Twitch stream work and to try to grow a Twitch stream. You'll find that that's deceptively motivating when you have no money, no income, no food, you can't pay rent, you have nothing to fall back on, and you will die if your stream doesn't succeed. That's a bit more motivating than whatever trivial stuff you mentioned, which is like, I don't know, strictly monetarily.
Wrong ingredient.
But imminent death is more motivating, I think. You get sponsors to stream new games? Sometimes, yeah. We did Marvel Strike Force last week. We promoted HBO Now, HBO Go? HBO Now a couple weeks ago. That was cool. Honestly, that's the easiest way to make a living on Twitch. And by all means, I definitely appreciate the support, any subs or bits or anything like that. The easiest thing you can do, well, once you achieve 1,000 viewers a night, 5,000, 10,000 viewers, this is just run one sponsored thing a week or a month, have them pay all your bills and be done with it. The hard thing is getting to 5,000, 10,000 viewers a night or 1,000 viewers a night. That's the hard thing. But like, there's a lot of streamers, you know, like Crip, who might get a lower percentage of subs than a channel like this, who's making a humongously higher percentage of revenue off of one sponsorship deal. Close to 1,000? Yeah, we broke 1,000. And I got no qualms with that. I'm humbled and honored by that for sure. I want to play this. Can I just play it? I get 2 spells, I get to counter something. That's pretty good. You're streaming a hot tub, it's easy. It's hard to get a hot tub inside your house and not electrocute yourself. Stream always started with Red sitting outside on a cardboard box shirtless, yes. Is it HBO Max? Yeah, it was HBO Max, of course. It's over now. Max, yeah. Nobody signed up for it. Nobody knew or whatever. But it was only available to US residents and only new accounts, I think.
What's this one eating party snacks?
Not great for me, if I'm being completely honest. Let's do this. Eventually his guys are gonna go undormant and I might be able to scoop up more with going up cold. Not a single one. I think people renewed, but I don't think it counted. But it's alright because again, that's getting people to do like the extra stuff is only it's a small part of how those things pay out, so it's great, if it's there and people want to do it and they enjoy doing it, then by all means, it helps me out and I'd be happy to put something out that people are interested in. I have HBO Max. I have HBO Max or HBO Go. I've got them all. I got HBO Now on my phone. I'm not sure. I guess that's just the app. I like HBO. 4 minute 3-5 charge. My minions ignored taunt. Is it good in Arena? Yeah, it's good. Is that one offered to you? It's good. What else do we have? What are other choices? You already have a tub in your house. Just gotta make it hot. I always take really hot showers and really hot baths. I turn it up as hot as it can go, and I just sit there ruminating and marinating in my own juices. This hand is kind of horrible. Maybe I find a 5-drop. Oh baby, a new follow. This is a good pick, but I'm gonna take this because it's fun and I love Twitch chat. No other reason. Oh, you know what I can do? I can just play this. Should I kill this guy? Don't really want to. Thank you so much, C49. Thanks for the follow, man. Would you knowingly eat sheep brains? I'd prefer not to. You can set the temperature of your water heater hotter for hotter showers. Yeah, I do know that. The temperature at my brother's place was so hot it would burn your skin after like 3 seconds. And I had to turn it lower. It was too hot. I didn't like it. Meteor?
The fate of the world hangs in the balance.
That's fun, right? Twitch chat likes fun. Next turn. Fried sheep brains and tacos is amazing. It's murder on your electric bill. My showers are pretty hot. I don't think I want to go much hotter than where I'm at. Alright. That's what the fuck? Oh. Flame strike? come on. Chat loves the mystery. I don't. God damn it. So we go... Here, I'll do this. Fine. I swamp that on the board. 8 mana 5/5. I swap deck with the opponent. 4 mana 20/20. Yeah, take the other card. Yeah, sorry. Take the Kurtrus. Is that Kurtrus or something? Don't take the darkness. The darkness not so good. But I love him. He's fun. I took a deck with the darkness at 12. And I killed somebody with the summoned darkness in one of those games. It was a very, very good deck. Hey, Zelda's a good guy. Thank you so much, Kenny. 6 months?
Well fought.
He took an 8 mana spell, he did, yeah. He took Twisting Nether. He took collateral damage. Alright, let's open one more Pokemon pack. Well, we have 3 more. Let's open one right now in honor of 6 wins, halfway to the pinnacle, the peak. Come on. We've gotten 2 Vs. We opened 5. This is our 6th. We got 2 Vs, no trainer galleries. And then what I'm gonna do is queue up, because I know some people are crazy about Hearth. Aerodactyl, please. Kind of looked, I didn't look, but I think I just saw yellow, Graham. But that doesn't mean we don't have Pikachu VMAX trainer gallery card. And I also didn't, I don't know. I didn't actually see yellow. I just didn't see like a sick border. No Sharpedo in this set. Thank God. There is a Machop made out of clay. Come on, that's pretty cool. So we picked the darkness? No, the other thing you wanted. The charge, ignore taunts. He's okay. The other cards are unplayable. None of them are great. The one you got is not great. What the fuck? Roselia and a trainer gallery Roserade. I'll take it, right? It's our first. Wait, there is a border, Graham. Look at that shine back there. I lied. There's something. I didn't look. Okay, there's something shiny back there. Roserade and... What the fuck? Oh, maybe that was my head. Oh, it's just like frayed. Oh my god, look at that. Oh, I don't know if you can even see. It made it look like there was a border. Look at this Roserade. Look at that quality control.
Jaina versus Jaina.
Dull blade at the factory.
Oh, it is
Edges look damaged. Oh, I thought that was the card behind. Yeah, they are. That's actually kind of cool. I think I already have this card, so I don't really care. I mean, they're not really damaged so much as they are just kind of like shoddily cut, which I guess is like not great. Hold on. Let me show my hand. People love Hearth. I mean, it's a trainer gallery card. I'll take it. And then, is that a holo? Oh, it is a holo. I don't know if we have that one. Okay. Sure. We'll take it. Why are you acting so done possible today? What does done possible mean? Alright, we got a trainer gallery card. Oh, I gotta sort these.
a smidge of this, a pinch of that.
Oh, yeah. I want Cold Case. He probably is least likely to take Cold Case, I'm hoping. Yeah, we do have Roserade. This one's cut so horribly, though. It's super off-center, in addition to having frayed edges. That's alright, though.
Yes,
No,
that's the
cheater.
one.
And then we got some just regular hollows here. I didn't have that card. Weird. It's odd when you've got a hollow you haven't pulled. You've opened an abundance of packs.
Wrong ingredient.
Miscut MTG cards are wild. I have a full art dancer card that we opened on stream. That's so miscut. It has part of the other card, part of the next card. And as much as we open, you can see they're quite rare. Some people actually collect severely miscut Pokemon and Magic cards, I'm sure. But it's like if it's like not a huge hit, people don't care that much. But if it's a really big hit and it's super miscut, sometimes they're more valuable. Hey Melly, how are you? The Roserade's sick. Yeah, I love all the Trainer Gallery cards. The dancer does? Yeah, okay, well, it has the alignment dot. I don't know if there's like a border of another card. It's not like half dancer, and I've seen some like that where it's like half dancer and half another full art card, and those are cool. But it's so miscut that it's like noticeable. My song, this is Wicked Kitten's song. This and that FM84 track, right? There's a market. Yeah, I'm not big on the miscut things. But like, if you pulled an alt art Aerodactyl and it was severely miscut, I wouldn't be like, oh man, this stinks. You know, I'd be like, ah, cool, whatever. It's a rarity, and I probably wouldn't do anything with it. And if somebody was crazy about miscuts and they wanted to pay you double, you know, or something, then sure. Then I'd be more like, okay, I would sell something like that and then buy the original and then have, you know, buy an alt art Aerodactyl and a, you know, something, another card or whatever. You'd be like, okay, sure, I'll trade it for 2. I saw foil Tarmogoyf with 3 other cards showing. Really? I haven't actually, you know, when I was a kid, I never saw miscut Pokemon cards. They're just pretty rare. I've never seen any real severely miscut Magic cards. I imagine that stuff is probably more common these days now that, you know, they're probably ramping up production. More people are interested in these things now than they were 20 years ago or 15 years ago. So you probably have an easier time controlling the quality, right? Do they do miscuts on purpose? No. On purpose? No, like that one we got clearly, like, I mean, the production of these things is kind of fascinating. There's some YouTube videos that have been kind of released recently. But they use, you know, crazy industrial machinery to mass produce these things. And I would, without being an expert, I would assume that the blade to cut that probably was wearing down and it just doesn't have as clean a cut. And then there's probably some mechanism to indicate how often they should run before they're replaced. And then this gets put in that spot before that time, something like that. Or like the whatever, something shifts, you know, you got these huge mechanical parts moving and, you know, assembly lines and whatnot. One piece breaks, a couple cards get cut, somebody misses them, and then like it gets seen and then it gets addressed, and I'm like, fuck, we just released some. They don't look at every card that comes off the conveyor belt or the whatever, you know. Flame Strike's gonna be good at some point. It's not like super ideal to have 3 huge board clears, but what are you gonna do? Lots of Commander players value miscuts because of the singleton format. Why does the singleton format matter? Well, we'll never make a better armor set than the one Solarian is wearing. God, I wish I could play TBC for the first time again. You can't, you're old and it's over for you. Morning, hey Gray. Wizards of the Coast will replace any damage cards if you send them in. They don't make Pokemon cards anymore. The Pokemon Company International handles all that. And I'm in browsing through the Reddits, it seems to be a common belief that you can send in a miscut card with a proof of purchase and they will replace it for you. I don't know if any truth to that, but it sounds believable. Sounds like something they would consider doing. I have so much AoE. But then this card's actually kind of shit. Maybe I should have, just do this. You don't have to get a whole, you don't have to worry about getting a whole play set of miscut cards. I got you, okay. So you're just like, yeah, I run this one miscut card. So are you trying to get a whole deck of miscut cards? Because I would be OCD about that if I was investing $1,000 into a commander deck. I'd be like, and I was like, oh, I've got 6 miscut cards. I'd be like, oh, I gotta have them all. And I'd also have to be running like I'd have to be running like Cutler, the mischievous cutting crab or something. I'd have to have like a whole cut theme, you know? I wouldn't do it otherwise. Only miscuts and misprints, okay. Well, that's fun, and I respect it. Not a lot of things in this world I respect, but that I do. this squawking idiot. I don't want to let him gain any life. I'm just gonna do this. Feels bad. He gains nothing. I get 2/2/2s, and that's kind of good. Promillion, thank you for the follow, Promillion. I appreciate you being here, man. And he's gonna play his own, and I'm gonna cry. Played this game before. Draw Solarian Prime and cast 6 of those, hopefully. Hopefully. Flame Strike that board. Could draw like a Blizzard or something, would be cool. Fireball's okay. Can Meteor here. I think what I'm gonna do is just play this. And ping. These match up reasonably well with these, and then maybe we can get a better board clear. It's got a lot more resources than we do. Watching Dreads today, I was surprised with the amount of snipers he has to deal with. And they were so blatant, poor guy, no wonder his psyche is deteriorating. Wait, I was watching too, I didn't notice one actual real sniper. He does say anybody that guesses his suspicious cards is a sniper. I wouldn't necessarily believe that though if I were you. Or anybody that beats him. These aren't all actually snipers. Just only seems that way. Solarian Prime right now, rip it. You asked for it? You play it without thinking. That's my opinion. That's okay. That's not bad. Humana, great googly moogly. That's wonderful too. Just give me, no, not the big one. Okay, sure. It's a pretty fair outcome. Dominic, thank you so much for the follow. That Crypt guy was definitely a sniper. I didn't see that game. There's somebody named Crypt that has sniped him like 30 times. What % chance do you place on me being a sniper? 0. I'm not usually at 0-2. Yeah. One of Dose's last 3 opponents kept a duster in their mulligan and held it until turn 9. Conveniently, it prevented a good play. There are a lot of, I think there's a lot more bad players than overt snipers. That's not to say people don't snipe. I think there's just more bad players than overt snipers.
Where you followed?
But it's hard to say. Sometimes you can say definitively. But I'd say like 4 out of every 5 times, at least 4 out of every 5 times, that I think somebody might be sniping, you could make an argument that they're not. And maybe like 9 out of every 10 times. And that probably 9 out of 10 times, 1 out of every 10 games, someone being a sniper is probably a vast exaggeration. When you are a streamer, you start to develop sort of like a paranoia about it and a frustration with the asinine aspects of Hearthstone sometimes. It becomes very easy to just be like, you know? But, and Twitch chat has an irrational support of the streamers a lot of the time as well, which makes them want to fight for the streamer, right? Like, oh man, the streamer's definitely getting sniped. This is my guy, this is my gal. They're losing and there can be no other explanation. Sometimes you make the wrong play, but you get rewarded. And you, the streamer, or you, the viewer, like, oh, they definitely would have done this. They must be sniping. Well, some people just really suck at this game. And they play a 2-2 instead of a 3-3. And it plays around a Shadow Word Pain or whatever. But me, personally, I always get sniped. I never lose legitimately. Redbeard, it's different. Let me take the explosive trap. There's a certain sense of inevitability when you have an explosive trap up. They could just never kill you and they will die. Naked Dog, thanks for the follow, man. Or thanks for being here. Right, it's a lot easier for me to say when I'm 6-0, about to be 7-0, and winning an awful lot over the last few days and the last few years. But taking a step aside and knowing that I do it sometimes too, I just think that that's why I have a pretty good understanding of the fact that it happens and why it happens to me. And I'm sure it happens to other people too. I've had many snipers He was 100% sure that every opponent was a sniper, and he started using weird arguments before he went to battle rounds. It's a bit awkward. Is it awkward though? Are you like sitting there having a cup of tea with him, debating snipers and stuff? Like, Crip is a great guy, and he's got a lot of similarities to Dreads in that they both, you know, they're highly competitive, and they want to win. They don't want to accept that they didn't win for any reason other than their opponent scammed them, right? That's not the reality. Crip, I'm sure, he got sniped a lot more than Dreads or I combined. I think that the amount of sniping you get increases exponentially as you get bigger. So I don't think somebody with 20 viewers gets sniped half as much as somebody with 40, or I don't, et cetera, et cetera. I think somebody that has 4,000 viewers or 10,000 viewers probably gets sniped exponentially higher than somebody who has 100 viewers. Plus, I will say, my opinion, I think Crip and Dread sort of also kind of motivate people to snipe them in sort of their demeanor on stream. Like, if you're just sitting there like, fuck this, fuck that, getting mad, slamming your fist on your desk, complaining about everything, then people are gonna know they can get to you. And while people can get to most of us, give them less satisfaction, I think. I would assume that I've been sniped less often, based off of the size of our stream, based off of the fact that I don't outwardly show how annoying it can be at times. You're saying they are annoying. No, I'm saying they're easily annoyed. And people that are sniping want to annoy you. So if they know that they're annoying you, then they're going to continue doing so. Whereas if they're not sure, then some of those people aren't going to be sure if it's worth their time investment. Idiots want attention? Yeah, exactly. Anyway, that's my talk. That's my TED talk on snipers. 40k gold is so much, but I know the Dreads has 150k. Yeah, I had 250k, but I spent it all on mercenaries. Remember that mercenary stream I did? I put 200k into mercenaries. I thought I was going to take off. I'm going to refill my whiskey and call it. Joke of the night goes to Redbeard. That's great. That's really good. It makes fun of Dreads and
Jaina versus Anduin.
Light makes right.
You asked for it.
the beauty of Dildo Swaggin. Oh fuck, Dildo Swaggin. Not him again. The beauty of having 2 imprisoned observers is you get to start every game with it in your opening hand.
Hello.
Never lose hope.
What the fuck? Mother of God. What a hand. Ours? Ours is a really bad hand. It's a really bad opener. This sort of hand is really good if you're curving out. We're not.
What have they done to me?
You want all of these things on in your deck. You want your Firefly on 1, your Solarian on 2, and this Dingus on 3. Yeah, this was about as bad as we could have drawn. About as bad as we could have drawn. He heals, my guy comes back. I can't really play these. I mean, I can, but they're just gonna get chewed up by that. How many cards in the deck are AoE? 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. But I wouldn't really count this as like strictly an AoE card. It's a 3 mana 4/5. So you can always just play it on the board and you're getting a discounted Yeti.
What have they done to me?
But what really matters is having 3 6-drops, which means we floated mana on 1, we floated mana on 2. We're sort of floating mana here on 5, and we loaded mana on 4. So the fact that we went first is being, the advantage that we had going first is being mitigated by our draw. Good card. Darn it. I mean, you know they have this. You just hope they don't draw it. You don't know, but you can make some logical assumptions. No use of the cathedral. I want to play that. So we could have traded first. Don't want to give him any of those. You know, I should have traded first. The Bog Beast would have been the best for him to get, even though that's not great either for us. Reese is playing constructed deck. Yeah. I mean, they're 7-0, so you're gonna expect people to have good decks. Shit. I guess I can just kill it, which is cool. I can bump and ping, which is cool. God, I don't want to give him any of these cards, but I guess I have all these cards. So that's kind of good too, right? Nothing on the board. Maybe we'll get a shitter spell here. I mean, Netherwind Portal's gonna proc. This isn't. So let's go here, but I have to ping though. So I could trade there and not ping and keep my taunt. Get this down. It's gonna be a long game. I had someone snipe me when I was 8-2 the first time ever. I was so excited to see how far I could take deck, and it made me sad when I lost. It's definitely not a good feeling, you know? People watching you, you losing because they're cheating. That stinks. God, that really stinks. There's a chance. Ay, ay, ay. Did I meteor that? I don't really want to. I'm just gonna play this. Let's see what we get. We could remove that from the game. That'd be cool. Or we can play sheer, straight caca. Alright, well I'll take that because I can blizzard and kill anything. There's a chance this game goes to fatigue. I know it looks early, but we have a very good hand that can kill a lot of things, and he's going to draw... I was going to say his second cathedral is going to draw an abundance of cards. Looks like he got our meteor based off of his positioning and his trading. He seems to sort of be tipping us off that he's going to actively play around meteor and make the trades. Which card did my opponent choose? Probably this. Honestly, they probably took my Ev. They seem to be pretty good. But you can't... Whoa, God, Rend? Oh, well, sure. Does that kill... It kills a legendary card? He's gonna kill it next turn, huh? It's interesting. Man, I almost want to play this. But if I just Blizzard, I guess I could kill that. Alright, you know what? Blizzard's pretty good here. I think I do this. Blackhand? I mean, we don't... Well, if I knew I was gonna draw that, I might have considered it. Let's go Snap Freeze. Let's trade. I'm gonna play this. Because if he's trying to rend my Caligos, then he can't do it this turn. There's an option to play with a delay if you cared. Redbeard doesn't. Mikey, I appreciate you writing the same message over and over, but maybe take like half the day, okay? Just go for a walk or something. Have less shit posts, please, Mikey. That's my request. Does this only kill, only summon death rattles? Interesting. Wait, don't I get one of those? What do I get back? Oh, I got a shitter. Oh, that's less good. We can hurt him here, though. I'm confused by this turn. It's buffing that. I can meteor that. You can't shitpost? How's Bert still here? If you're gonna shitpost, at least do it consistently. Alright, let's go face, 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 face. And then let's meteor here. Would have like your first two messages be you showcasing to the world what a moron you are. Everybody doesn't have time for that. You're getting stream sniped, it's your own fault. Yeah, I don't know. It's like nobody's talking about that. Nobody's complaining about that. And I just timed out the first stupid message he wrote, but then he wrote the same thing, but he doubled down on being a moron, so I only gave him 8 hours. He can come back tomorrow if he wants. If he doesn't, that's fine. Doesn't seem like we're losing much. At least be funny if you're gonna shitpost. Yeah. Yeah. Just read the room. That's all. That's all I ask.
You have been.
I didn't have a fireball. I didn't have any burn. Oh, no, I didn't have any. Did I? Oh, maybe I did, actually, because my pyro, I could still cast it, right? I forgot it cost 0. You had pyro. Yeah, I know. I think they were sniping, actually. But, yeah, that was an easy win. It was the guy you timed out, maybe. Sniping makes sense if you're playing for gold cards.
Versus Uther.
And not fun. Yeah, I'm sure.
You asked for it.
Sure. I don't really care. That was the point. Is I don't really care if people snipe. It's better if they don't. My honest to God opinion is it sucks most for Twitch chat when people do snipe. Just means people are invested in the run. They want to see it do well, or they want to see it do poorly. But I don't think a ton of people want to see it do poorly through,
Hello.
you know, unfair means or whatever. Longest delay is 30 seconds. I think you can do more. I think. I never stream with a delay, and I don't stream so that I can win the most games of Hearthstone. I stream so that I can interact with chat and make friends and have fun. And winning is also nice, but it's not the primary concern, so it would never make sense for me to do a delay or whatever. It's better to kill the dude in case he's got another one. Better to trade first before you play the card, but yeah, I think you can do, I think for like the tournaments and stuff, I think Lobby Legends requires a 30-minute delay. I don't even know how to set up a delay. I'm sure it's quite easy to find, but I wouldn't do it. Unless I was doing something like that.
A bit more spice over here.
It's interesting. Wish I had an ice barrier. I'd trade this for an ice barrier this turn if I could. Ping that and play it too. Mitigate some of the damage I'm gonna take. Take revenge here. Just trying to save some health here. See you lovelies. Alright, bye Wickedkin. Remember what I say though, working stinks. I always put on a 30-second delay when I'm sniping someone. It's only fair. I like that. I appreciate the fairness of it all. Did you shoot himself in the face?
That was a mistake.
Oh my god.
Whoops.
Why is he not trading now? I respect it, because I don't think it was a mistake. I think it was planned. He's trying to set up his brittle bone. What the hell was that, man?
They're on to us.
Advanced VM. It could be a play. It might not be a mistake. Is this NA? We're on EU today. This is an EU level play. I feel like it's a pretty good guess. You're playing against a sniper if their name is I'm Watching You. I play against somebody named Stream Sniper. They were sniping. Maybe. Might be some truth to that. Slandering EU. I'm on EU and that was a play that was made. And I know Tycho HS, they're on the top of the EU leaderboard quite often. One of the best and brightest they have to offer.
Where you followed.
Can I ever play? What is this? Could be...
They're on to us.
I lose that. That's fine. Could be get down. Not get down, wandering monster. It's probably explosive, but honestly I don't really care that much. We're gonna proc it now before we care about procking it later.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, what's that, a freezing now? This is too much, man. I don't want to play around that one. Could be another explosive, and we're sort of playing into it. That's fine. Could be the thing where I play a bunch of cards and take damage and then die this turn. That would be less okay. I still want to play stuff on the board, though. Trade boss, Onyxia, good legend. Got that, and my count is new. I don't know how good it is in constructed, but it's basically the best arena card you can get. I think it's played in some constructed decks, but I don't know how strong it is. Takes this whole turn.
Reporting for duty.
I'll get even!
Do I want to ping that?
You want it? I got it.
Blizzard's nice to have. If I coin this, I'm gonna burn a card. That's fine, I think. I just want a minion on the board. I wish I could coin this out. I think Druid plays it. Some Druid decks may. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Hey, Rudon. Wish I could see his hand. There's 2 Murlocs and a Lackey.
Tragedy. Better write this down.
Double time.
Gosh. Oh, that's a good Deathborn, though. Like, so I can Deathborn and counter. That's nice.
For duty.
Are some paladin-y things to do. Consecration or another Divine Toll. We need to find a taunt. We have a Bog Beast. Or we can find a Sketchy and maybe pick up like an Ice Barrier. Just to make sure we don't get scammed by like a True Silver or something. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty well. This is our 4th run or 5th run? Every run was infinite today except one. Every run was infinite yesterday except one. And that's true of the both days before, 2 days beyond that. So the last 4 days, we've had all infinite runs and 1 non-infinite run. We're gonna end tonight on a pretty nice run. No Ice Barrier from Sketchy. We're gonna try to get Evasion from Sketchy.
Reporting for duty.
Can't trade off my board right now, which is fine, but sure. Boy, that's an awful lot of shit remaining in his deck. Let's go with the Blizzard, and then put 2 Secrets down, which may just tilt him, like, oh fuck, I can't play around more Secrets, you know? Could have meteored his face, maybe. I had the biggest sire I ever had in my Pally deck. It was Steel 25, Deal 29 on turn 10. Wow. I scammed one of those guys. I got him up to like 50 or 60. Just like trading off my whole deck and BMing my opponent. Jujutsu Kaisen 0 was out. Have I watched it? Not only have I not watched it, I don't even know what it is. It sounds great though.
Well played. Reporting for duty. The victory is yours.
I don't know where to watch anything. I wish I watched the movie or whatever. There was like a movie or a prequel movie that came out. It was actually in theaters, and it was actually in theaters here, and I just forgot to watch it. I wish I would have gone. I probably would have been the only one in the theater. Vadgo, thanks for the follow, Vad. You know what it is? I don't know what it is. Still don't even know what you're talking about. I don't know what the movie was that came out. This game's queue against the same scores, similar scores. So if there's not somebody that's 9-0, they might be 10-1, they might be 8-2, they might be 9-1, they might be 9-0. Somebody around your win total, which I think is fine. A 9-0 deck isn't so much better than a 8-1 deck that like they shouldn't be playing. If the alternative is waiting half an hour to get a match or playing against someone plus or minus a win, I don't mind. Spy has already started. Mob Psycho's out this week. I don't watch those. I don't know what those are.
Hello.
Let's go 12-0. We're gonna try.
Blessings to you.
Plus or minus 2 wins? Yeah, sure. You want it to be as close as possible so it feels as fair or whatever. But, you know, I think keeping the queue time short is more important. And I think a lot of 5-win decks don't deserve to be at 5. Whether they should be 7-0 or 3-3, I think it's kind of... It's hard to say, like... We had a lot of decks today start 1-2 and finish at 7 wins. So, does it matter if you're playing somebody that's 2-2? My deck's probably better than somebody who's 2-2. 3-2? My deck was better than most people that were 6-2 at 1-2. And at 1 and 2, there are a lot more decks that have a similar record, so you are gonna get somebody who's at the same score as you or whatever. It's a prequel movie. You said they aired Where You Live, I believe is on Crunchy, and they announced season 2, but I don't know when. Okay, thank you. That's what was in the theater. Was a prequel? I didn't know. I just knew there was something in the theater and I was pretty stoked, so, but I didn't watch it.
You want it? I got it.
I didn't watch it, I only watched so much. Yeah, Blizzard's gonna be helpful.
They're on to us.
I'm gonna kill this too. He has a cathedral, if he has a cathedral. It's better to deny the immediate buffs that type of card can take advantage of. He's gonna draw his cards, he's gonna buff his minions, but preventing him from being able to free trade minions is pretty useful, so. Alright, I've got a plan. Check this out. Don't judge me too harshly. I've got a plan actually. Ooh, I'm gonna take that. We're gonna play this. Hear me out. Do I want to reroll Pack Tactics? Or do I want... What am I even looking for? Pack Tactics is not bad. Freezing? It's actually pretty close. The only thing probably better is freezing or maybe like one of the card draw spells. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take something that makes it look like he would never take it, like Deathborn. Why would I take Deathborn here? This was the part of the plan all along. You have to take objection because I'm gonna object your next play. You cheated, Crank. You clearly cheated.
That's the one.
People are so bad, and I don't think Crank is really cheating. I tried to outgame the game. I tried to predict, and then anti-predict, and then predict around the anti-predict. And, well, they predicted that. Objection. God, you know what I would love? If I got a wish from a weenie, not a weenie, from a weak genie. I don't got any wishes for any weenies. If I had a wish from a weak genie, I just want to know if somebody was sniping. I want to know, not if they were sniping, I want to know their thought there. Like, what are you thinking? Well, Redbeard would never, he would always take Deathborn. This streamer would always take Deathborn. I just wonder, is that worth a meteor? If he Deathborns, then I Deathborn. So I don't really have to worry about Deathborn. I could fireball it, I guess. And then we can get this down because why not?
They're on to us.
Wrong ingredient.
Hands off my guy.
Wish there was an attack all button. Snap pick gave it away. Yeah, it seemed a little funky, right? Like, why snap pick it? Like, you never give any thought. I had to give it thought. I thought about it my whole turn. It's not even good. Maybe they just stink and they got lucky. I'm not trying to diss Frank or whatever. Play doesn't seem good though. Maybe he's got another one.
Hands off my dice.
Wrong ingredient.
Should have played that. But I guess now I can get a spider instead. It's 10. 10's a lot.
My compliments.
Good card. No heal? Yes, heal. Meteor, Blizzard. That's great for them. I guess I could Meteor, Phase, King. I guess I can play that. I just don't want him healing with the Murloc. Spell's broken. Which one? Deathborn? Deathborn should definitely cost like 8 mana. Or 9. 9? I think if Deathborn costs 9, you could still run it. 4. Wait, I really don't want to lose. But it's looking like I'm gonna lose.
Nice to meet you.
He has another AoE. We're kind of gedoinked here.
Nice to meet you.
We'll see. So first Skeletal Dragon, or maybe second, but I think it's the first Skeletal Dragon we've had to face down. This card's insane. I love it when I'm the one with it. That's too bad. So we're probably dead now. We can conjure his guy, but we didn't have lethal. Couldn't push enough, so we tried to put enough pressure on here, but we could kill him. Silence both of these. Just hit like a burn spell here, maybe. I don't want to give him a buttload of 7s, but I have nothing to conjure myself. Okay, it's right to conjure this guy. And you hope he doesn't roll 2 taunts or whatever. Or I roll these. Sure.
I just want some peace and quiet.
It's right, it feels bad. 7s are usually bad. That's not true. That's not true at all. Bunch of 7s has followed? Oh, did they?
Looks like I'm here just in time.
It's unfortunate. I think we got pretty unlucky. Found our Blizzard, found our Deathborn. High rolled healing, high rolled taunt. It happens, but it doesn't feel good. What is it with those pesky 7s? I think they're like bots that, I don't know, farm Dreads' data every time one gets created and drops a follow. I think Dread's like, his bank account gets depleted. I think that those 7s are actually a Redbeard active fart count. 7777. There's so many digits though. It's an awful lot of farts coming out of an awful bum. One more 7 and I'm out. Campy, you're doing great.
All hands on deck.
But it'll be sad to see you go. Because I'm feeling gassy. You know, I just had a thought in this state that we're in right now and the way the last game went. I think going like 9-0, 10-0, and then losing late in the game at undefeated at high wins. I think that's the worst feeling. Like if you're 1-1 and you climb to 9-1, it feels pretty good. Kind of doesn't do anything here. Ping and play a 1. I can't really play a 1. Gotta stop playing shitters here. Cheap shitters for me. This card's good. Feels a lot worse to go 9-0, 9-1 than like 4-1 to 9-1. I like going 0-3, that way I can get my anger out early, yeah. I don't have a lot of anger. But yeah.
Where you followed.
Ambush is a great card. Honestly, Ambush is probably, I mean, it's better than this. Problem is I can't really get through. I can bump and ping and play this, and I'll have a poison minion. If he plays a 4 or a 5, it's really good for us. Unless that 4 kills my minion. Oh, and I could have discounted it. Maybe it was better to hold it. Ping and trade. Whatever. No one in this chat has ever gone more than 9. Graham has. Campy has. I think Campy made the leaderboard a bunch. Talreal was here earlier. Top deck Deathborn, or I'm retiring from Hearthstone Arena forever. I'm just saying, I'm retired forever if I don't top deck Deathborn. Fuck, wrong card. Nah, I gotta keep playing, I don't have a job. I just wanted it, I wanted it real bad. Poet, have you ever gone above 3? Poet's a great player. He's a great player with poor circumstances. He has to play with his own brain, which leaves him at a disadvantage. I have gone 12-0 multiple times. I see Poet is taken to the Redbeard school of answering these questions by lying outright.
You followed.
I trade you my job for your job. What's your job? Are you a sexy swimsuit model? Because, yeah, that could work. Stop this madness in the name of your king. I don't know what that is. It's gonna discard like a shitter for me, right?
Nice to meet you.
Objection. What the frick? It was an objection? Thought for sure that that's what it would be.
Don't let the door hit you.
He's afraid of a top deck Deathborn, which is fair. He also might have been given crap and he just has to take something stupid, right? There are proof pics in the Discord, which sure, besmirch me. Those could have been edited. They could have been photoshopped by Les back when you were on his good side. A long time ago. Ice cream trucks have literal sirens of truth on them. I used to play, when I used to drive the ice cream truck, I didn't play the traditional ice cream track. I played like Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg, a lot of West Coast hip hop. That was more my jam. I just play it, and then the kids come and they're like, hey, we want to, they wanted the Sonic the Hedgehog with gumballs for eyes. Eventually, as I kept driving and kept slinging, they wanted the SpongeBob with gumballs for eyes. And the Ninja Turtles. They made a resurgence. They made some new Ninja Turtle shows. I said 9 and I was being facetious. I know you were. Oh, I know. Oh, I know about facetiousness. Trust me. If there's anything I know about, it's facetiousness.
Where you followed.
Freezing's good if I can get the whole board off the board. At some point, I don't even know what gets discounted at this point anymore.
I just want some peace and quiet.
Natural born liar. You're basically Bilbo Baggins Reborn. Did he lie a lot? Did he lie a lot? Use an arena companion? Or you know? Oh, I just know, Dom. I just know. I know what's good, and I know what I like. I pick what I like, but I try to acknowledge what's good when I pick what's worse, when I prefer it for me. What's in my pocket is the worst part of the whole Hobbit book. Like, oh, they're doing riddles, and Gollum's playing by the rules. He's doing real riddles. And Bilbo's like, whoa, what's in my pocket? What? If I was Gollum, I would have ripped him to shreds. I'm like, that's not a riddle, dude. You're scamming the system. I don't use that app. You and I are cut from the same cloth, Dom. You and I are cut from the same cloth, my friend. Watch this. Wait, I can't ping when he counters my freezing trap. Oy, oy, oy. It's actually kind of bad. It doesn't have to be freezing trap. Or, counter. It could be mana bind or something.
I wonder.
I guess I could meteor and trade. Or, yeah, I guess I'm just meteor and trading. And we hope we draw like a big spell, a big minion, something good next turn. We hope that this can counter that. say it counters that, but this wasn't so bad. They should have drawn first. So he could have played like a 7 or an 8. It's a good card. We're gonna play that, and I'll ping. We have to delay this for another turn. Could be alright. He's gonna have 5 cards and we're gonna have 2. It's not a great spot. Watching Redbeard from the shitter. Am I on the toilet? Sometimes I forget. Oh man, I am. Oh, wait, no, I'm not. Come on, Savantias. Come on. You're disrespecting me with that shitter comment. I go ahead and read this message and type these words. Natural born toilet gamer. Hey Zelda, speaking of toads. How are you, man? Mr. Zelda. Big draw, Solarian. Into a top deck Solarian Prime. It's a Conjurer's Calling, or a Frozen Touch. Or a... something even better, maybe. Or the exact same goddamn thing. Mr. Top 17 Chatter, if it ain't Zelda, I've been here for the past 4 minutes. You did great. It's like 17? That's sad. That is sad. But you set the bar very high. I've mentioned this in the past, but most people that watch the stream never write a message. Of the people that write a message, most of them don't write 1,000 a week like Zelda or KBB24 or dare I say Refugee. Darn it, I wanted that in my hand so badly. Really did. Deathborn right now, or I'm retiring from Arena for 2 weeks. It might be better actually. We'll see.
I got it.
I guess I'll keep streaming. Could shoot that, it might be worth it. Next comic should be a Dreads Redbeard team up. I don't write 1,000, it wasn't top 25. No, you weren't. Does he take my gun? There's no way, right? Good lord. There, ping there. Bog Beast? Okay, Bog Beast is great. Let's ping here. I'm gonna actually hold that. Normally I would just rip it, but it's not that good for me. Take my top deck, you RNG. Dude, I feel like I've been on for 12 hours. I can't do 8 hours anymore. All of our runs were good, almost all of them. I've been having a blast. Some people subbed, a couple of people subscribed to the YouTube. If you saw that, Refugee, oh. I don't know if you saw that, but... People did do that. You gotten old. Yeah, apparently. Redbeard does 6 to 7. Dog does like 4 to 5. Ninja, he's streaming for 20 minutes. he's cashing in the big check. Play at least a game of Magic before you leave. I'm not leaving now. I'm going 12 wins with this deck. Red says 1 to 2. If you average that per day, maybe you might be right. Guy's taking off. I mean, look, I don't know his situation, and I'm only joking when I do this next rant, but the guy took the weekend off, did a 4-hour stream today in preparation for his week off for TwitchCon. Does he have a kid and a house? Like, who's paying for all this? Poor Amanda. Every time I learn more about Dreads, my initial thought is just poor Amanda. Anyway, that's what I'm envisioning. I don't know. He's a trophy hazard. But not a nice trophy for winning a big tournament. Like a participation trophy. No, he's a good guy. He's smart. And he is kind. Dreads is very kind. I wouldn't say this if I truly despised him and I was working on some gigantic plan to bring him down. Sorry, just signaling anybody who may be watching that it's time to initiate phase 17 of the plan. This is jacked and funny. I can see why Amanda married him. He is jacked.
The exit is this way.
He's jacked. How dare you? Give me, oh my god, give me something. Oh, that's good. Dredge is super hot. Dredge is, he's very attractive. Takes better care of himself than most of us. He's very strong. And again, he has a very kind heart. He's very smart. He is a very smart guy. And he's a professional Hearthstone Arena streamer, so we know he must be a millionaire as well. If Redbeard is any indication, he must be worth Brazilians. Don't really want to coin that out. I guess I'd rather have that in case I'm like getting my Deathborn on. Which gym babe did you have sex with? Me? Some of them. But you would say it if you were working on a gigantic plan to take him down, to throw us off the trail of the true culprit's identity. What the fuck is going on here? We're just gonna cruise to a win here? I don't know how or why exactly yet, but that's what's gonna happen? That's great.
I got it. Death to the pretender.
I question it every day. Dredge's marriage? No. Makes total sense. Unactivated Biggin. This guy's playing Redbeard, Pally. Or Sod. Sod is a bad word, by the way.
I'll get him.
I'll probably get a better Deathborn later, but he's pretty good now, too. Just needs to wash his legs before TwitchCon or I'm gonna die of his fumes. Wait, are you going? I thought you were not going. He knows we have a meteor. I mean, he probably doesn't have a choice. No, I'm not going, but hypothetically. Hypothetically, yeah. Hypothetical fume murder. Nobody wants to see my face. I don't even know what that means, but my face probably looks similar to your face in that it's got 2 eyes, nose, mouth, humanoid features. I wouldn't judge you for your face. I judge you more for your character and your heart. That's just me, though. I'm not poet.
I'm gonna win big.
The victory is yours.
Do I get modded? Yeah. Sure. Hey, second 11 of the night. We're gonna go for one more stinking win. But before we do, I want to reveal a Pokemon pack that we're gonna open after the run. We have 2 more packs. I'm not using it right now. Let's pay out the bet before I forget. Wow, everybody bet 10 to 12. You guys are getting too much faith in me, which is fair. I am great. I am doing great.
Jane versus Jane.
You asked for it. Oh, it is on.
It's not the hand. Wait, where are those imprisoned observers? Just hard mull for those. Going second? I feel like we haven't had one in 6 or 7 games. At least in the early game.
Whoops.
Oops. Sorry, Mom.
Whoops.
We're both oopsing. I almost want to lose. I'm gonna try to win, but man, I'd be delighted to lose. What I like about that is we get max value, the most amount of Hearthstone games. Yes! Can play so many of them.
Planets and stars. Power for the taking.
Worth pinging. I might want to play a secret next turn. Reckoning's always good. Ambush is better if he's off the board, though.
Ash to ash.
Push a little damage, play a little minion. Bird. Play the bird.
Where you followed?
I would take Reckoning because Kidnap can be bad. It can punish us. I also like getting all these shitters out now before he Deathborns our shitters into shitters for him. Before he upgrades my board into his board. I gotta leave for work in 5 minutes to win this one quick, Redbeard? Okay.
There's a little devil in all of us.
Based off of what he's played so far, maybe in the cards. We have the Deathborn. I'm the Death Warrior now.
They're on to us. They're on to us.
We're gonna speed run this win for Gen Mac. Sometimes I'm like trying to go to bed, or back in the day, I used to be heading to bed when I had a regular job, and I'd be watching a streamer. Like I used to watch Clint, and I'd be like, okay, I'm going to bed once this run's over, and then he'd be on like he'd be on a heater for Ocarina of Time speedruns. Oh, I love this track. Guy's played only crap, so he must have a lot of nut cards in his deck at 11 wins. And I'd be like, oh, I can't go to bed till he finishes his run. Now sometimes I don't have anything to do tomorrow, but I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna go to bed once so-and-so beats a level. Like I'm playing Mario, I'll watch like Orator or Noble Tofu or something like that. And like, okay, I'm going to bed once they beat it, and then they just, sometimes the levels take a long time. I'm like, oh god, need to go to bed. But I can't. So I understand Gen Mac's position. Can't go to work till I get the win, so I gotta win fast.
Runs out on me.
If I Deathborn, I know I get Deathborn. I suspect I will get Deathborn.
Hey, I got you, friend.
You are really tempting me into Deathborning this. I don't have any burn. God, it's so good.
They're on to us.
Fine. This is pretty good too. Sort of like Deathborning, but after he Deathborns here, this is like we cast the first Deathborn, and then he Deathborns, and then we Deathborn his Deathborn. You know what I mean? This is our first Deathborn. He knows we have a Blizzard, so if we didn't Blizzard, then we must have a Deathborn. No, if we didn't Blizzard, then we must have a Taunt. So he Deathborns to play around the Blizzard. That's how you know. It's super big. If you type Redbeard into Google, the top result is varied. Dream is a word, but the YouTube Minecraft creator is in the SER. Yeah, I don't know who that is, but yeah, they seem like a pretty big streamer. I didn't know who they were, and I'm sure I'm not in the minority, or I'm sure I'm not the only one. There was like a trending thing that they were ugly or something. That kid's not ugly. That kid ain't ugly. He's not like the hottest dude ever, but dude's closer to a solid 6 or 7 than a 0. He's not an ugly kid. 1, 2, 3, 4, meteor. I already used my Blizzard. What is all this crap, dude? Come on. Are we just like too cautious here?
You want it?
Fireball. Never lucky. We'll take the Flame Strike though.
They're on to us.
Weird, how's your booger wall coming? I don't have a booger wall. I had a foot wall though. I flick the boogers equal parts all over the earth. So they never pile up. And they just go back in the dust. The worms eat them, and then the fish eat the worms, and then you eat the booger worms, fish, whatever. You eat them. Vane, come on. Some people like a big chin. As somebody who has dated women in the past and may date women in the future, I find that there are women who, and men, but in my experience, there are women who will date someone who looks not always the best if they sometimes are kind, or famous rich arena streamer. Famous rich arena streamer.
Runs out on me.
May date Redbeard quitting Hearthstone. I wish, dude. One day. One day. Man can hope. Man can dream. I have another burn spell in the deck. Actually, that meteor? Where'd that meteor come from? Oh, we got it from the Ruby Spellstone? Yuck. Shoot. Frozen Touch? I might want this Ice Barrier, honestly. It will buy us a little bit of time. If we're just sitting here trading resources and play a card ping, play a card ping, play an Ice Barrier ping, Fireball. It's a little bit of an insurance policy, I think. Got a card, which sucks for me. Because a counter spell is very bad for us. An explosive runes is very bad for us. A heal is bad for us. What's he doing? Killing me here, Larry. We didn't play the secret. Now I don't have an ice. He's at 14, so the pings don't matter anymore. Okay, let's do this. God, how much is that? 7, 9? Oh, you can just pyro me. Yuck. Okay, maybe take some trades, take some pings. Maybe we set up a Deathborn, or maybe we get a meteor going. Doing it for you, buddy. Sire's making games easy for me. Hey, congrats, man. What if I'm ugly and unkind and broke and not an arena streamer? Well, you can fix some of those things. You can get kinder. You can earn money if you want, and you can become a world famous arena streamer. Graham, you're super hot and spend all your time with spiders and bats. I don't need your judgment. If I'm rich and ugly, that's great. That's a good combo. It's way better than being poor and ugly. I'll give you that. I wish I had a bat. Bats are terrifying. Alright, I'm gonna tell him. Oh no. Meteor that? Oh, but he loses 2 things. So I meteor and ping? No dragon. Ugh. I can't. I have to focus on this goddamn Hearth game. I guess the meteor doesn't really matter, huh? We need him to trade. Solarian. I don't have a secret. I didn't draft a secret in this deck. Seems so unlike me. All right, well we'll run this.
I will crush your delusions
And I'll just sit. When I worked at Target, there was this guy that worked there. He was a security guy, not the regular security guy I've told stories about. There was another guy. And so I used to work in human resources, and I did clerical work. So I did like actual human resource processing job applications, setting up orientation, stuff like that. But I also answered the phones. They just put it back by me. They're like, hey, you're doing nothing most of the day. Just answer the phones. Like, sure, whatever, I don't care. So they gave me the phones at the Target I worked at. And I used to do like the overhead announcements. Hey, would you please go to the front desk? You know, hey, we're closing down. That was part of my job too. And one time I was doing the announcement, and I kind of lost my train of thought, or I stumbled, and I was always worried I was going to mess up the overhead announcement. But I was like, oh, but so I was thinking fast, and there was a guy that worked there. It was a security guy, and his name was Renji. He was from, I think, China. I think he was actually he was on like some sort of work program, or he was on some sort of student program, but he was also able to work at Target. His name was Renji. And I had just been talking to him or something. Like I was just talking to him a little earlier in the day, or like, so I panicked when I like lost my train of thought. So I was like announcing the closing of the store soon, like in half an hour or something. And I was like, attention, you know, everybody. But instead of saying we were gonna close in half an hour, I panicked. And instead I was like, uh-oh, I'm dead?
That's the one.
Wait, I'm dead then.
Whoops.
Oops, indeed.
Whoops.
Wait, I'm dead? Is there any way to live? No, huh? We need to get that Deathborn. Maybe I should have ripped it earlier. Shoot. I mean, I think I'm just dead, right? I'm dead on board. Darn. Anyway, we get to play another game. Yay. So anyway, instead of, losing my track, so I said, attention, target guess, Renji, please dial the operator. I was like, oh, okay. Because I used to like make announcements like that too. So I was like, okay, Renji, dial the operator or whatever. And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna come up with a cover story for why I called Renji the security guard or whatever. And I was like, and he slammed this lead pipe directly on my little clerical desk. He kind of leaned in, and this, I swear to God, this is what he said to me. He said, there were no bats. And then just walked away. And I didn't really mean to I wasn't trying to do anything. I wasn't trying to cause a ruckus or anything. We never talked about it. I never asked what he did out there. I never asked who he beat with that lead pipe within an inch of their lives. But I always remember thinking of the imagery that it evoked in my mind of Renji going out there, imagining that there were tons of bats. And his first thought was to grab like a lead pipe or something. I don't know what he grabbed. I don't know where he got that thing. And why he was so sweaty. He must have. It was dark. He was probably swinging all willy-nilly.
Yes, that's the one.
Never really knew what happened out there on that night. There were bats, and he got them all. There were no bats. Yeah, he came back to me. He clearly knew that I lied. He clearly went out there and fought something or someone. And I was always, from that day forward, I was always very happy to have Renji working at the store because I knew he would go to bat for me. I'm not gonna lie. I swear nobody's gonna believe it. That's the best joke I've ever told. I did not know that I was gonna make that last punchline at the end. That part, I just ad-libbed at the end. The other part was all true about the bats and all. Somebody write that down for me, okay, please? 'Cause that's genius. That's like next level shit right there. None of this was real. All of it was real. But I never told him he would go to bat for me. That's the first time. I've told this story before. Sometimes I do other things in the story, but that last part I've never. That's got to be added to the story all the time. Like that I knew he would go to bat for me. That's so funny.
Drink with me, friend.
Let's have Referee Geek posted on YouTube. Hopefully, one can only hope.
Cast a spell.
I want to cast a spell. I hope I high roll. I want to high roll a minion. Give me a big nasty boy. Not the best 5 you can roll. Maybe he'll just concede. I got this nasty 4-1.
What have they done to me?
That's better, huh? Good song. I love this track. Improvisational precedence. Alright, don't play anything. Coin ping the 4-1. You little cheater. I really want to win because I feel like we got scammed the last game. I'd like to just, close it out with a 12-win run. No dragon. Let's play that. Full face. Man, what a great tune. Nice. Thought he was gonna Deathborn me and I was gonna rage. Baby style. We need that juicy 12. I know, the YouTube's gonna flounder without it. Why does Mana Saver need 5? 4 mana 3/5, which isn't particularly overstated. You have to work to get an extra mana crystal. I like this card a lot. So he picked up his Deathborn. Okay. Fine. Give me a fireball then. Darn it. I'm probably more likely to draw something good out of my own deck, right? I'd rather take the card. We can Blizzard the Deathborn after this turn. Or Primordial Drake or whatever it is. I hate that all the games play out the exact same way. That's what I really like. Meteor. Meteor's useless. We're gonna save a little health, give up the 1/2s. He's not that low. We didn't hit what we needed to hit, so now we have to play the game. Pyro?
I'm gonna win big.
Garbage. Pyro? Garbaggio. Well, we can take this. Pretty good. Would the mains be better to have now? No. No, they do nothing. Having 4 health is a big deal. Might give us an extra turn. I'd much rather have 4 health than 2 1/2s. If I had a Deathborn in my hand, maybe. If I had a Fireball in my hand, maybe. I'm sad that we're 11 and 2, potentially on the precipice of being 11 and 3, without we only got 1 Solarian Prime. Maybe this will be the game we get our second. Dragon?
My cargo, my
Dragon.
business.
Creepy painting. We can clear this board. Do we know that he has a secret? We don't. We can assume that he does. And we're not going to win this unless we get lucky.
I want.
So is that worth 3 mana to pick up one of those? You can always see what's in here, I guess. Garbage. Copy Spellmaker dude for Pyro. He was at 10 maybe. That might be our only way to win if he was at 10. We get another turn this way. Another turn means another draw. Another draw means... could find something good maybe.
You want it? I got it.
Those weren't good enough to take, so I think we take the roll here.
What a day!
It's not good for me. Pyro? Off the top? Off the, no. No, I don't want Pyro. Now I want... I don't know. Remove him from the game? Oh, so close. 6. Oh man, no carnival cube. None of that stupid cube, we would have been fine. Oh, that stinks, man. It's a bad break. It's probably his only way to kill his own guy. Shoot.
I want.
Believe in the scroll. We did believe in the scroll. We're not dead on board, we're just dying. Not dead and dying. Maybe Blizzard? We already played our Blizzard. Magic trick? We'll never draw a magic trick, huh? I mean, squelch him. It's only got 3 Deathborns, so...
I wield the power. Black.
I should have played this and just had a taunt.
Time runs out on me.
I think you still go full face. Are you talking to me? Where's a taunt minion? 2 taunt minions. Which means we don't get to do that. We should have got a taunt here, though. Base equals full. Yeah. Base equals full. Whatever the hell that means. I'll probably get a fireball. I'm not really all that worried. Oh, nice, nice scam. He thinks Pyro? That's fine. Fireball. Darn it. Shoot. I mean, it doesn't seem to have any burn. This has to go face. Question is, do we play this? It's really not saving us that much HP. 5? That's all it saves us. I mean, I could play this and fireball that.
To do.
I could even ping his face and if it turns in. No, because he's going to play the 2-3. Play to win. That's my goal. I don't want to give him anything. So what's the play to win? He's at 11. We can shoot him down to 4. This could turn into that same fire spell he used next turn. Top deck prime the next turn. This is always coming down this turn.
Time runs
Oh
out.
my god, my turn's over?
I will crush your delusions of grandeur.
4, 6, 7. I'm at 18 right now.
Amazing.
I'm gonna give him a wow, and then if it turns into a card I can point at his face, he might think he's already dead. Is he killing them both? You can't kill them both, that's not fair. Really? This guy's killed 4 of his own beetles. I respect it. Alright, I get Pyro anyway. That's fine. Good game. Turns into something we can point at him.
Well
We
played.
pretend like we have Pyro. To just gain 6 life this turn. God, I really feel like we're playing well and getting absolutely scammed.
Well played.
That's insane, yeah. Yeah, it's lucky for him. It happens.
Need a bit more spice over here.
It's a bad break, but what can you do? I don't think it's necessarily a snipe. I think that if your only fear is, I mean, you've got 10 cards, as long as you gain life. I think that's probably worth it.
Reporting for duty.
Everything has taunt. All right, now we get Pyro. I honestly think we played this pretty well. We have a 1 in 11 to draw Solarian Prime, which could do it. We could roll a Pyro. We didn't. We got rolled, and honestly, this actually stops us from getting that. So yeah, things didn't go our way, but I think we played it about as well as we could hope. We're not dead on board. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1 hits there. We can ping it. The opponent played well? I think so. Yeah. You can get the red herring with the painting. True. But then you sort of lose your ability to win the game. I guess what you can do is see where this goes first. So like you can play this and play that. Trade there, play this, play that. And you get the herring. And then you're really only drawing to Solarian. And the Solarian might not be enough anymore. Or you can try to live another turn, which we can do.
Time runs out on me.
Can we do? Alright, we're gonna do this. This goes... Oh, this doesn't die. That's kind of nice. So this goes there. This comes down. That comes down. And maybe you get another roll at a Pyro here. You know what? Let's hit there. Because hitting here is huge. Hitting the 1/1's pretty good too. Both skellies went face. You had lethal? Yeah, sure. We attacked the first one and it didn't do that, but you're always gonna attack face first, or attack first with 1 skelly. See where it goes. That's fine. That's fine. Wait, are we winning this? Dude, this is a Dreads complaining to win? I mean, we didn't win this turn. Oh, maybe we do, actually. Golly. Maybe. You're probably gonna top deck a Pyro and kill me. That's what I would imagine would happen. Hope I didn't miss lethal, but I think we were... I think we had to find like a Frozen Touch or a the 1 mana deal, 2 mana deal 2.
You win.
Never doubted for a second. Not for a second. Alright, let's open 2 Pokemon packs. That's what it's all about. Chat lethal. How's that a chat lethal? That's a Redbeard lethal. Isn't it? We didn't miss lethal, did we? How'd you win? I don't know, actually. Couldn't tell you most of the plays we made, but I'll tell you I had fun. And I appreciate you guys being here. And I got, look at that, I got 245 gold! Yes! Redbeard's a real winner. I'll be able to play Arena for another 20 minutes with all that. We got 2 Pokemon packs. Thanks everybody for being here. If you haven't hit the follow button, hit it now. If you're watching on YouTube, that's for sure. Was this the greatest 12-win game of all time? Thank you, friendly uncle. Thank you so much, man. It was a lot of fun. Those last 2 games were really tough. I'm glad we won one of them. Lot of fun. Lot of fun. Hi guys, I'm watching from YouTube. Ionia, you're here. This is called Twitch. We got Trash Queen. We got Graham. Glad I was here to see the final boss. Yeah, that was a crazy game. Oh, you know what? Before we 100% go, let's open 2 Pokemon packs. And then we'll go hang out with a friend. I don't know who yet. Redbeard versus the Beetle, and Red prevails. Crazy game. Killed 4 of his own Beetles. Gained 12 health. And I was like 1 or 2 points off for like 4 straight turns with random cards. Wow. Big Leaf energy. This is big Leaf energy. Exile. Cute koala. Listen, Exile, you don't have to make a comment about every Pokemon, but you can because I love it. And I hope we get a reverse Pikachu one day. I need a reverse Pikachu. I gotta get a Pikachu reverse angles. Huh? I've never even seen this card. Ever. Is this like the rarest card of all? No, it's just an uncommon. Alright, well, it's kind of a turd. What is this Machop? It's like made out of clay. Mr. Mime, I swear. I think this is the first Mr. Mime we've opened from this set. I'm not gonna sift through that pile of non-holo rares. Oh, Jesus, how much money did that cost us? All right, let's not think about it, Graham. It's from the 60s. Yeah, it's like Godzilla. Like a Godzilla from, yeah, the 60s. Yeah, all right. All right, we have one final pack. That's it. This is the last, unless we want to open some of our sealed product, which, nah, come on. We can get more packs at the store tomorrow. Why? Why does it look like it's walking on its balls? Like Randy March. I don't know. I hope it's worse. It can't be worse, so sorry, poet. Got the worst possible pack. Got the thing walking on its balls. Now we get to end on the highest of high notes. Got $4 coming. We don't need to worry. We ain't gotta worry about nothing, Graham. Here we go. We got a trainer gallery 2 packs ago. We got 2 Vs. The rest haven't been the hottest. But this pack could turn it all around. One more run before TwitchCon. We will probably be on, well, I'll definitely be on tomorrow for some amount of time. I don't know exactly. Depends when I wake up. I have a flight to catch in about 24 hours. So I'm gonna sleep, wake up, stream a bit, and then we'll see. I might wake up real late and just stream and then get off a few hours before the flight and then just go. Can you open a pack for me? Sure, we'll open one Hearthstone pack after this. Graham, I can kind of feel it. I feel the energy. I do. What the hell? That's cool too. I feel like I haven't, is this a set I've never opened? Is that a rare? I definitely don't have this card in holo, if it's a holo. It's a cool looking card. Don't forget to untangle your ball hair. I just burned it off like 2 weeks ago. The antibiotics, I'm almost through. The big hitter. Dude, what pack was this? These are all new cards. What is this? What the hell is it? These are Lost Origin? I've never seen any of these cards. Sag, yeah. We didn't do the hottest today. We got 2 Vs and 1 trainer gallery card out of 8 packs. Honestly, that's not even that bad.